it's for the taking. No hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Tonight, 180. Here we go. Purple 64. Here we go.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. All right, see, let's
go.
Here's Foles. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
One.
Foles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 39 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
At their own 36-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all weekend practicing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Darnold. A screen to Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end rock, tight end rock. Hey, dude.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now.
Here we go.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, He hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down. Throwing here on third down, Darnold flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Forced that he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Brandon Copeland just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll set up the throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brandon Copeland able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Under. Bravo.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Smooth. Watch the twist. 13. Hayden Cole.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And finding Keelan Cole. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Check. Hey, down goal. 5.
At the 42-yard line.
12. Turbo 64. Check 24.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Begin. Hey, Alpha. Watch the slit. Hey, check Mike 57.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He was brought down by Brandon Copeland.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for him.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, 26 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Pull it together. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
That's taken at around the 40. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
Let's get it. 13.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Kill.
SOS.
Hey, goal. Down goal. Where'd he go?
They'll set up to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Fournette, a 1st down carry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37.
Go!
It's a big one. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37.
On 2nd and 7, Foles. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Darnold. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A final shot before the break. Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Hey, Haywood.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Mike, 53.
3 buds.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Rush in.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Sponge. No, Sponge.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
57 to Mike. Target. Mike's 57.
On 2nd and 12, Foles. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 43. No. 13. 57. Mike, 57.
He'll drop to throw. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Tighten up. 36. 6-6. Pull it high.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6.
He can run for it, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field, and of course for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Darnold. Flushed it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Josh Allen able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Tight door, tight door, tight door. Ready? Hey, exit.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
Easy, easy. 53, check 53. Man out, man out, man out, man out. He's coming, double up. 13. He's coming, double up. Mike, 53.
Fournette running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Under. Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Foles. The open man is Westbrook. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
General West.
One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Got it. Let's go. Protein spill. 53. Down to lose 1. Showing it. 49. Check 49. Switch. Let's go.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. 53. Check 53. Easy. Hey, solid one. Mike, 53. Silent. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Foles nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Copeland able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Under. Hey, silver.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And this will get him all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hey, 80 weapons. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from a yard out. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but
that's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Conley, 75 yards, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Keep going, Oak.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, box truck, box truck. Check like 39. Check like 39. Silva, Silva.
To throw is Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Here's Darnold. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. This is brought in at the 21. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check 37. Check. Yes. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Hey, let's go, great.
Now Foles. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jordan Jenkins in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
Come.
Tiger.
41, all day.
What are you?
Here's Foles. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
He's coming. We got double up.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. This has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only 1 period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Darnold, his first throw in overtime. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Calais Campbell getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Go! 40. Hey, high 7. In your face. Red 80. Check 9, check 9. Red 80. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Go with 5-3. Go with 5-3.
Hey, Echo. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Foles. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
He may try and run for this. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the Magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there.
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year.
Go with 5-3. Go with 5-3.
Hey, switch.
To go.
Now Leonard Fournette. And some room to work. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown.
We're going to win it.
And let the celebration begin. In an overtime thriller, they're off to the Super Bowl. And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship